ABC 6 News 11 at 11 starts right now.
Coming up on 11 at 11, a massive response after a fuel tanker rolls over on an I-95 on-ramp. Here why multiple agencies were called in. Plus, Vice President Kamala Harris visiting the Cape today for a campaign fundraiser. Here why the visit may be a crucial one for the Biden campaign. And former President Donald Trump in Michigan for a rally this evening. Hear what he and his new running mate have to say about the upcoming election. But first, we're tracking breaking news out of Taunton this evening. Multiple cars were involved in a crash on Route 24 South near Taunton this evening. You can see in this video here sent to our Now Local News app. One car appears to have hit the guardrail of the left lane. State police were also on scene. We have reached out to them for more information and are waiting to hear back. And now to our top story tonight at 11 o'clock. A missing man was found dead in a Lakeville pond this evening. Good evening and thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Caitlin Gelhaus. The Lakeville Police and Fire Departments say units responded to Long Pond this afternoon for reports of a man in his 60s who went missing during the Pond-a-Palooza event at the Eagles Club. Authorities say the man was found in the pond around 5:45 p.m. with officials attempting life-saving measures. Police say the man was pronounced dead at a local hospital shortly after arrival. And new tonight on 11 at 11, a tanker truck carrying 11,000 gallons of fuel rolled over while attempting to merge onto I-95 North in Providence this evening. The Providence Fire Department responding to Allens and Thurbers Avenues just before 6 o'clock tonight to find the truck leaking fuel down the on-ramp. Officials say hazmat and flammable liquids task force crews were called in to help clean up the mess. And now let's get a check on the forecast and sending in a video of a warm but cloudy day in South Kingstown this afternoon. Our cute pup Bentley enjoying the drier conditions. And ABC 6 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Banson joins us from the Weather Center with more on the weather, what we can expect for tonight, the rest of the weekend, and into the week.
Caitlin, outside of that little baby shower we had around 7 o'clock that dissipated as it moved into the area, it was a beautiful day out there and a very seasonable one at that. Take a look at our almanac. 83 degrees this afternoon. Our average is 84, right on par there. And we woke up to a temperature of 65 this morning. Our average is 66. So also right there, records 101 set back in 1991 and 54 in 1939. I can imagine 101. It's July after all, but it's hard to imagine waking up into the low and mid 50s out there. But it certainly does seem nice after some of these mild and muggy overnights that we've had. Sunset was at 8:15, and unfortunately going in the wrong direction. Rainfall for the month, pretty much on par. Not a surplus, not a deficit. Well, a little bit of a surplus, 2.1 inches, normal 1.81. So small surplus, but nothing crazy on either side if we were to even see a little bit below average, which we were for a good chunk of the month, but we picked things up over the last week, and we have a potential coming up here in the 7-day to pick up some more before the month is through here and continue this very, very wet start to 2024. Right now we're looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies across the area, temperatures in the 70s. We've got sunshine coming back for tomorrow. It will be cloudy overnight, and there will be some sprinkles very, very early tomorrow morning. We're talking, 4 or 5 a.m., but it's gone. Most of us probably don't even notice it, and another gorgeous sunny and very warm day out there. We'll have that 7-day forecast coming for you in just a bit. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Jeff. Sounds wonderful. In national political news tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris visiting Provincetown today for a fundraiser event. The event was expected to raise $2 million, cash that was critical to the Democratic ticket as more donors and top party leaders question the path forward for President Biden. Eager voters came out to the event today speaking on the magnitude of the visit.
I think it was very presidential, and I think that I'm very excited to see what the next couple of weeks is going to be all about for the Democratic Party. I would fully support her, and I want them to put her into, if he does step down, absolutely, I'm all in for Kamala.
The U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey were among the many who attended the event today. Meanwhile, Donald Trump in the battleground state of Michigan, campaigning together with his VP pick, J.D. Vance, for the first time in front of a very enthusiastic crowd. This comes as a growing number of Democrats and voters are calling on President Biden to step aside. Here's ABC's Allison Kosick with more.
Just 1 week after an assassination attempt during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump back on the campaign trail.
I stand before you only by the grace of Almighty God.
The former president and his new running mate, J.D. Vance, campaigning together for the first time in the key battleground state of Michigan.
What is this campaign about, if not restoring the American dream for every child in this country?
This is going to be the most important election. We cannot let it slip by.
Meanwhile, President Biden vowing to get back on the campaign trail next week, despite growing calls for him to step aside. More than 36 Democrats in Congress are calling on him to drop out, including Zoe Lofgren of California. Lofgren telling MSNBC,
I think kind of a mini primary, maybe a vetting hosted by former presidents, including Obama and Clinton, would be helpful.
Sources tell ABC News Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have all told Biden he'll lose to Donald Trump and drag down Democrats in Congress. Outside the White House, voters, activists, and organizers gathered to call on the president to pass the torch. One of the president's closest allies, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware, says Biden is listening.
I think our president is weighing what he should weigh, which is who is the best candidate to win in November.
Time is running short. Democrats plan to hold a virtual roll call on the first week of August to nominate Biden. Once nominated, he could still step aside, but the process becomes more complicated. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Now to some other headlines we're following for you this weekend. One person is in custody after a standoff in North Attleboro last night. Town officials say police responded to a report of a disturbance on Mount Hope Street last evening around 6:30. When arriving to the scene, they found a man barricading himself inside of a home. Authorities say state police crisis negotiators were called in, and after hours of negotiating, they were able to peacefully take the man into custody. He was taken to Sturdy Memorial Hospital for further evaluation. And one person was sent to the hospital after a crash in Pawtucket early this morning. Pawtucket police say a car was turned on its side after getting hit at the intersection of School Street and Main Street in Pawtucket. Around 12:30, police say witnesses on scene say the cause of the accident was from someone running a red light. Police say they did issue citations on the scene. And another rollover in Pawtucket last night as an ambulance flipped on I-95 North. It happened around 8:30 Friday night near the School Street exit, backing up traffic as crews responded. Crews eventually removing the ambulance, getting it on a flatbed tow truck, but it was still flipped over. No word yet from state police on what caused the crash or details on any injuries, if there were any. When we hear back from the state police, we'll be sure to update you on all of our news platforms. And crews responding to a fire that broke out early this morning at a corner store on Chalkstone Avenue in Providence. The Providence Canteen posting these pictures from 5:50 this morning of the Botanica 21 Division store where firefighters were working to put out the blaze. And firefighters also responding to a basement fire late last night in East Providence. Officials say the fire started in the basement of a home on Glen Rose Drive just before midnight. We've reached out to both the Providence and East Providence fire departments for more information on both of these incidents, and we're waiting to hear back. And the DEM is investigating after residents near Potter's Cove reported a dead dolphin in an oil spill in Narragansett Bay. These are pictures and videos from near the Newport Bridge shared with ABC6 News. Environmental officials tell us it was actually a soot discharge, not an oil spill. It likely happened from the generator of a large boat starting up. Onlookers spotting a lifeless dolphin among the soot off of Fort Adams, but that DEM spokesperson did say they don't think the dolphin's death is related. And the North Providence Police Department is thanking one of their very own. After 20 years of hard work for the department, Captain Michael Tavarozzi Sr. is retiring after 2 decades of work, honored this weekend by leaders of the department. North Providence Police sharing these pictures to Facebook, saying he will be greatly missed. Congratulations. Enjoy retirement. A Massachusetts state trooper is giving back to kids with a meaningful connection. Trooper John Pina recently visiting Camp Jack, a 6-week day camp for kids with type 1 diabetes. Officer Pina was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes as a child and now is sharing his inspirational story with the kids. Along with hearing Pina's story, the kids also got the opportunity to try on riot gear and see the police vehicles. And coming up on ABC6 News, a global IT outage disrupting airlines, banks, hospitals, and more. Hear the latest from the CEO of the company responsible for all the chaos. And Jeff will be back with your full weather forecast in just a bit. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Make this a summer to share in one of our capable SUVs. Visit your local Kia dealer. Lease a new 2024 Sorento LX for $289 a month.
Hey guys, it's Al. We got some rough weather heading your way. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but it is going to pour.
Hey, BMW, play my music.
Sure.
Was that Al Roker?
There are many ways to spend your summer, but only one will make it ultimate.
Can't believe they bought it.
The electric BMW summer sales event starts now. Lease the BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $449 per month through July 31st.
So you're running a little late. No worries. You'll make the airport, get to the meeting. It's all good. At J. Bryant Day, we know disaster can strike when you least expect it. And that's why we're here with emergency water damage service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our professional cleanup and restoration crews will get the job done quickly, and we can bill your insurance directly. So whatever the size of your water disaster,
remember, when disaster strikes, J. Bryant Day is on the way.
The day of accountability is coming.
There was just no transparency.
For what's happening right here in Providence, right now in southern New England.
Live in Providence.
For your city, your stories, all in one place. Switch to ABC6.
Just bear with us as we move. The boys are being taken into this van.
Getting you to the heart of every headline.
Helping you plan ahead with the most accurate and dependable local forecast.
Join the growing number switching to southern New England's most trusted news source. Switch to ABC6.
The new 290 horsepower Kia K5 GT. Lease a new 2025 K5 LXS for $279 a month.
In national news tonight, the fallout continues after what some say was the largest global IT outage in history. Officials say they have identified the issue and deployed a fix after a faulty software update brought airlines, banks, and 911 systems to a standstill. Here's ABC's Ike Ajachi.
The ripple effects of Friday's massive IT outages are still being felt around the world. Air travel, one of the hardest hit industries, thousands of flights canceled or delayed, stranding passengers who were left staring at so-called blue screen of death error messages on airport screens, some airlines resorting to handwritten boarding passes. The Schlotman family heading to Newark Airport to try and catch a different flight to Palm Beach after a 10-hour delay at LaGuardia.
We're going to go there and wait. I'm going to grab a book. My children are going to use the phone and probably TikTok.
Banks and other businesses were also impacted. FedEx and UPS warning customers of possible delivery delays. The Department of Homeland Security says the outage also hit 911 dispatch centers in multiple states, and at least a dozen hospitals also had their operations affected. The outage was traced back to what was intended to be a routine software update issued by CrowdStrike, a cybersecurity firm, but that update crashed machines running on Microsoft Windows. According to a Microsoft blog post, 8.5 million Windows devices were impacted. And while CrowdStrike is not owned by Microsoft, it operates largely on their systems. CrowdStrike's CEO apologizing on CNBC.
We're deeply sorry for the impact that we've caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this, including our companies.
CrowdStrike has identified, isolated, and deployed a fix for the issue, but the scope of the disruptions show how dependent society is on technology.
I think what we do need to work towards as a goal is resilience, and we need to make sure we have backup systems in place, backup plans, so that if our primary systems don't work, we have something we can turn to.
Ike Ajachi, ABC News, New York.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Jeff Benson.
Well, it's certainly been a nice weekend so far. Nice for maybe taking a stroll on the beach. We had another one coming up, another good one, coming up on Sunday. Sunny and even a little bit warmer than it was out there today. But the humidity is on the way up again. We knew we weren't going to get that big of a break from it, right? It is the second half of July after all. There is an unsettled pattern setting up this coming week, and it is going to involve the potential for maybe some heavy rainfall on Tuesday. That's the biggest change to our forecast here in the short term. Let's take a look at that Beach and Boat forecast for tomorrow, shall we? The Beach and Bay. Bay is looking good. Only about a buck there for wave heights 2 to 3 in the ocean. There could be some low visibility early on with a little bit of cloud cover. There may even be a few sprinkles or showers through about maybe 5, 6 a.m. depending on where you're heading out of. Most low tides around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. High tide coming up around 9 in the morning. Again, another great beach day. Temperatures between 79 and 83. Water temperatures remain fantastic across our area. It's a little colder if you're going out to the outer beaches of Cape Cod and up towards, say Boston and getting up towards New Hampshire and Maine. But here we have really benefited from that persistent south flow over the better half of July. It has meant a lot of humidity, yes, but I guess the silver lining there. So as we look at the SATRAD right now, got kind of a squeeze play with fronts going on. Cold front slowly sagging south into the Great Lakes and extreme northern New England. Got a stationary front down across the mid-Atlantic. That low pressure has been trying to push not only the clouds, we had a lot of high cloud cover today as well, but also a couple of showers as, again, we head into the very early morning hours of your Sunday. But I mean, most of us probably don't even notice that. Unless you're getting up with the sun, you probably won't. Sunshine quickly returns to the area, and outside of a stray little pop-up, it looks like, maybe over towards the Boston area, maybe a better chance in the afternoon. Only about a 10% chance of seeing that, but a great beach day out there. Now, Monday's dry, too. Clouds start increasing kind of how they did this afternoon, on Saturday afternoon, streaming up from the south here. They're going to start thickening up as we go throughout the day on Monday. And then we've got another wave of low pressure developing along the same stationary frontal boundary here. This one looks pretty potent here. Again, we are watching for that threat for heavy rain on Tuesday morning. Weather Prediction Center has gone ahead and already issued a 1 out of 4 level threat for excessive rainfall on Tuesday, which could lead to some spotty localized flooding. We will be watching for that. My main forecast here for rain, generally in the half-inch to inch category, but there is room to shoot that upward a little bit, especially in some localized areas that may get the heaviest pockets of rain. So definitely have Tuesday in your head right now as potentially the worst weather day coming up this week, and one that could be the most impactful to your day-to-day operations. There's that humidity coming back in. Really going to start feeling that as we head towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, that coincides with the rain. Fortunately, the temperatures are on the lower side those days, so it's not going to be really overbearing. You think back to, over the last couple of weeks, we had 85 to 90 degree days, and that just exacerbated the humidity and really made it sweaty out there. So again, going silver linings with this forecast, right? Tonight, 70 degrees. It is clouding up out there. We could see a couple of sprinkles or a brief shower as we head towards the very early morning hours right around dawn. Southwest wind 5 miles an hour. Another great day for your Sunday. Temperatures throughout the better part of southern New England in the mid to even upper 80s. Check it out. Places like Attleboro and Brockton are going to push for 90. It will, of course, be cooler down at the shoreline, upper 70s and low 80s. Great beach day out there. Monday, partly sunny, 85, a little bit cooler because of the clouds coming in. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all unsettled and humid. And again, watching that heavy rain potential on Tuesday, clearing out and turning better. It looks like we'll have a nice, at least start next weekend. Get that rain out of the way during the midweek. Let's send it over to Nick.
Dodgers on the national stage tonight, and this was a heck of a baseball game. We've got the highlights next. And Tennis Hall of Fame Induction Day in Newport. We'll take you to the ceremony, and we'll show you the semifinals on center court and more. Coming up next in sports.
Here we go, here we go, yeah.
Here we go to Greco for the best deals of the summer. Go for bigger selection. Shop over 1,500 vehicles. Go for low payments as low as $159 a month. Go to Greco.
Gotta rock this place. Gotta rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
In over 20 years as a lawyer, I've learned that getting great results comes from caring about our clients and from fighting lowball offers. Here's what I mean. Insurance offer, $0. The Vitaro result, $190,000. Insurance offer, $25,000. Vitaro result, $365,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $500,000. Call Mike Vitaro, 777-7777.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Now get a low $279 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Rogue.
Here's your chance to let the world know your vibe. It's the ABC6 Wright's Dairy Farm Viewer Spotlight page. A question a day where you can vote your vibe to the top. Like, where is Rhode Island's best beach? Who makes the tastiest New England clam chowder? It's a fun and easy way to let the world know just how you feel. Go to the ABC6 Viewer Spotlight page and vote your vibe.
With so much at stake, more Americans turn to ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 newscast across all of television.
And ABC 6 News with Tiffany Murphy and John DeLuca, Southern New England's trusted news team.
Huge summer savings are happening now at Greco. Go to any of our 8 Greco locations in New England. Go for financing as low as 0%. Go to Greco for big summer savings.
We'll save you thousands. We guarantee it.
Now, ABC 6 Sports, sponsored by Calvino Law Associates.
On to the All-Star break, the Red Sox getting the big spotlight in Hollywood. Primetime games against the Dodgers with a roster that screams primetime on the other side. Friday was close, but a stumble for the Sox bullpen. Tonight, though, on the national stage, a chance for the Sox to show they do belong on this stage. One guy who's gotten a lot of attention lately and handled it beautifully is Jarren Duran, the All-Star Game MVP. The only player to score for the Sox in Friday's loss tonight gets the offense on the board again. A 2-run double in the 5th, plates 2. Turns a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 Boston lead. LA strikes back, though, in the 6th. Brian Bayo gives up the RBI single to Teoscar Hernandez, the home run derby champ. Brings in the tying run, sac fly, putting the Dodgers up 3-2. So the visitors needing another response. Enter Tyler O'Neill. The man goes to work, packs up his briefcase. He's done, touches them all. 2-run shot in the 7th, makes it 4-3 Boston. Sox hanging on to that lead until the bottom of the 9th. Kenley Jansen, who closed out a lot of games at Dodger Stadium in his career, gives up his first home run all season, and it's to this guy. Kike Hernandez, the former Sox utility guy, solo shot, ties things at 4-4. We go to extras. Top 10th, O'Neill. I said he was done? He wasn't done because he's back up at the plate. Second pitch he sees, goodbye again. Second home run of the game, instantly puts the Sox up 6-4 in the extra frame. But bottom half of the 10th, Dodgers down to their last out, down 1. It's Kike again, this guy. The RBI single evens the game at 6-6, so we go to another extra inning in the bottom of the 11th. After the Sox can't score in the top half, LA loads the bases. It's Will Smith who sends the fans out of Chavez Ravine happy. Walk-off RBI single. Red Sox battle. This was a classic, but it's a heartbreaker. 7-6 LA in 11 frames. Boston will look to avoid the sweep in LA on Sunday. Yankees taking advantage of the beautiful afternoon in the Bronx. Early game with the Rays on Saturday. Tampa was the one, though, to take advantage of the ballpark itself and its advantages. Alex Jackson, with the 3-run pop shot, home and a right in the 4th, makes it a 4-0 lead for the visitors. Nestor Cortez didn't have his best stuff today in the 5th. Randy Arozarena takes him deep. Solo shot, 1 of 2 on the day for Tampa's cleanup man. Rays beat up the Yankees today, 9-1 the final. Back to the Sox. How about this on Saturday afternoon? Joe Castiglione is a Baseball Hall of Famer. Can you believe it? The iconic play-by-play voice of the Boston Red Sox, recognized in Cooperstown as the 2024 recipient of the Ford C. Frick Award for Broadcast Excellence. Castiglione has been on the call for the Sox since 1983, over 40 years.
At my 50th college reunion, a classmate said to me, "You're the one guy who did exactly what he said he wanted to do." What a blessing. This honor caps the many blessings I've had, and the catchphrase fits so well. Can you believe it? Thank you so much.
Perfect way to say it. Congratulations to Joe. Now, speaking of inductions, Saturday was the big day in Newport, the high point of the week at the Tennis Hall of Fame. 3 new members officially welcomed Saturday night on the Hall grounds. Vijay Amritaj, Richard Evans, and Leander Paes officially recognized with the sport's ultimate honor. Both Amritaj and Evans inducted in the contributor category. Amritaj, a great ambassador for tennis as a broadcaster and administrator after his playing career. Evans, a journalist and historian documenting the sport for over 6 decades. And in the player category, Paes, an 18-time Grand Slam champion in doubles and mixed doubles. All 3 men becoming a permanent part of the Hall through their significant achievements for and around tennis.
Our sport has given me everything in life. It has taken me places I never thought I would go, meet people I never thought I would meet, and it has given me more things than I could have possibly imagined.
Tennis is a sport which needs to be promoted at every level and written about with as much talent and style and enthusiasm and passion as those of us who love the sport can muster.
I humbly request that we use our sport of tennis to inspire 250 million children across the world over the next 15 years and make our world a better place to live. Jai Hind, thank you.
Always a special night at the Hall of Fame. Awesome. In the tournament Saturday, semifinal day, the 19-year-old Alex Michelsen, a finalist last summer, looking to get back there. And in the first set, the shot here, too short for Riley Opelka to catch up to. Michelsen taking the first set 6-2. Opelka trying to stay in this thing later. 2 Americans going back and forth here. Good volley. And Opelka ends up with the point on the loft onto the empty court, but he couldn't slow down the young Michelsen, who takes the semifinal match in 59 minutes, 6-2, 6-love. For the second straight summer, Michelsen will play in the ATP Newport final.
Little deja vu. Last year I played, Isner in the semis, another great server. That was a little tougher. This year I played about an 11 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, and yeah, super happy with the win. All-American final, it'll be fun playing either Marcos or Chris. Never played Marcos before, and I train with him a lot back home, so it would be fun.
That was an interesting little nugget there. So would Michelsen get his training buddy, Marcos Giron, or the 4-seed Christopher Eubanks? Giron, the 2-seed in the tournament bracket. Good winner past Eubanks here. He'd take the first set 6-4. Eubanks, though, bouncing back with a nice forehand here that finds a corner. He takes the second set 6-3. But Giron is able to set up the matchup with his fellow Californian. Final shot of the match goes into the net here. Marcos Giron will face Alex Michelsen Sunday at 2:30 in the Infosys Hall of Fame Open Final.
We practice a lot. I mean, last week we practiced Thursday, Friday. We practiced Tuesday here, so we definitely had our fair share of each other. And so I'm pumped that he made the finals. It's good to see. I mean, Young, he's here to stay. He's a great player, and so I know it's going to be challenging, but I'm also here to play.
Look forward to that tomorrow. On the pitch Saturday night, Revolution hosting FC Dallas in Foxborough. 65th minute, Peyton Miller making his first MLS start, has his first MLS assist, setting up Bobby Wood for the goal. New England led 1-0 for most of this one until the visitors scored in the extra time, so it ends up being a 1-1 draw tonight in Foxborough. Summer League finale for Cumberland's Tyler Kolek. His Knicks taking on the Hawks in their last game in Vegas. The local boy making an impact as he's done throughout this week plus, showing off his elite passing again on the alley-oop in the first quarter here. Kolek with 6 points, 6 assists in 14 minutes, certainly making an impression with his new team in the Summer League. Knicks beat the Hawks 90-82. And also in the Summer League Saturday night, former PC center Josh Oduro getting the start for the Pelicans against the Nuggets. The big man contributing in a lot of ways in his 28 minutes, 4 points, scores in the third quarter here on the hoop and some harm. Then 2 more on the floater in the fourth here. Oduro had 4 assists and 7 boards too. Pelicans fall Saturday night 91-82. That's your look at sports. More news coming up after the break.
Make every day a fresh start. Watch Good Morning Providence.
I got it.
I got it.
The airport is in 4 miles. Interesting choice.
You're going on 5th?
Discover performance in rare form.
You got it, but she's delayed.
Get offers on select F-Sport models at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus ES models.
At Raymore and Flanigan, we know the power of a good night's sleep. That's why we offer the largest assortment of all the top mattress brands. Come in and test them out for yourself. Plus, enjoy free next-day mattress delivery so you can sleep better right away. Receive a $200 MasterCard reward card when you purchase a Tempur-Pedic. And get a free adjustable base with most mattress purchases. Or take advantage of no-interest financing for 72 months. Raymore and Flanigan Furniture and Mattress. Better sleep starts here.
Elevate your luxury car buying experience with Hyundai of Newport. Our state-of-the-art facility is stocked full of amenities, features drive-in service bays for your convenience, plus we offer free pickup and delivery for all your needs. And for this month only, we have 2024 Elantra leases for only $199 a month and 2024 Santa Fe leases for only $299 a month. Plus, all military and first responders receive an additional $500 off. HyundaiofNewport.com.
Hit it.
Monday. Start your engines.
Let's get down and dirty. Oh, okay. That's okay, that's all right.
And bring your thunder.
It's a little hot in here.
Somebody get me a towel.
'Cause a storm's a-coming.
All the guys aren't here for the right reasons.
Shut up, everyone.
You guys, if you think this is not the place that you should be, then you need to get out.
New Bachelorette, Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Johnny is my uncle.
Wednesday.
This is harder than we thought.
I have definitely proven myself to be the wolf in sheep's clothing.
I know exactly who the celebrity is.
If you can't hide your claim, don't play the game.
If this keeps going the way it is, my chances of winning slim to none.
Claim to Fame, Wednesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Jeff back here in the Weather Center with one final look at your 7-day forecast. Great beach day coming up again tomorrow. Monday, it's an in-between day. Partly sunny, a little bit cooler, still in the mid-80s, and that sets the stage for kind of a black Debbie Downer midweek here. Humid, unsettled each day, shower chances with that heavy rain threat on Tuesday, but clearing out in time for the end of the week. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Jeff. Hopefully you don't have too much going on outside Tuesday through Thursday next week, do you?
Yeah, no, it's a little hot. So,
okay.
We'll
see. It's been nice today. We didn't have the humidity. It was beautiful out there. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for your sports report.
Thanks.
Always great.
Thanks, Kayla.
And thanks for watching ABC 6 News tonight at 11. We hope you have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.